Aspiring educator, because we do have some of our students with us tonight. We are grateful for your presence, and we thank you for coming to celebrate a remarkable group of individuals who have dedicated their lives to the noble profession of education. This is not just an event, it is a testament to the profound impact that exceptional educators have on our society. I always share a quote from American philosopher Sidney Hook, who said, "Everyone who remembers his own education remembers teachers, not methods and techniques. The teacher is the heart of the educational system." Being an educator is more than a profession. It requires passion and an amazing commitment to the growth of every student. Our distinguished educators embody these qualities and many more. No doubt, their contributions have shaped countless lives and will continue to inspire future generations. If you notice in the back of your program, you have a list of distinguished educators from previous years. If we have any of those people with us, would you please stand and be recognized? It's an honor to have you with us this evening. Please allow me to introduce the people in the row behind me. First, we have Dr. Marisa Greer, who is our Vice President of Academic Affairs. Our President, Dr. Burton Webb. And our UPIC faculty, Johnny Fleming, David Sloan, James King, and Teresa Dahlmere. At this time, Dr. Webb will give the invocation, after which Dr. Greer will give the opening remarks.
Thank you, Dr. Presley. Would you please stand with me as we ask the Lord's blessing on our students and civil? Heavenly Father, we are grateful for the world, the universe that you have made and brought into existence. We ask this evening that as we pause and reflect on the impact that teachers have on our lives, that you will be in this room, that you will be present here. We ask that you would walk with them in and out of the classrooms that they serve, give them the skill that they need to be excellent at what they do, to reassure their students that they are deeply cared for, and to carry forward that message that teaching is perhaps the most important of services we can do for one another. We thank you, God, for their lives, for the ways in which they serve others, and ask that you would help each of us to do the same in our turn and in our mission. We pray these things in Christ's name. Amen. You may be seated.
Good evening. It is such an honor to stand before you tonight for this very important occasion. We are here to celebrate the profound impact of education and the educators who dedicate their lives to shaping the minds of those around us that will lead and guide our future. I would like to extend my heartfelt congratulations to all the distinguished educators being recognized here today on stage with me. This year marks the beginning of my 25th year as an educator, all within a college or university setting in Appalachia. I've had the privilege of seeing firsthand the powerful role that education plays in the communities that are often overlooked. The Appalachian region, known for its breathtaking landscapes and deep cultural roots, is home to yet hardworking, resilient families. Yet, it is also a place where many of our students face unique challenges: economic hardship, geographic isolation, and the lack of resources that can often create barriers to their educational success. Teaching in Appalachia means not just delivering lessons, but building connections with students who may be navigating a world very different from their peers in an urban or more affluent area. It means recognizing that education is not just about imparting knowledge. It is about being an advocate, a mentor, and sometimes a lifeline. Every student has a story, and it's often one of perseverance, strength, and untapped potential. The role of an educator in this region is to unlock that potential. It's about creating opportunities in places where resources may be limited, and about showing students that the world is so much bigger than the borders of their towns. I believe that some of the most transformative educational work happens in rural areas, because it is in these spaces that teachers must innovate, motivate, and advocate for their students in a way that goes far beyond the classroom. I'd like to share just a small personal story regarding a student's life that I've been able to follow from start to finish on her educational journey in higher ed. My prior experience, I come in as a nursing faculty many years ago, in the year 2000, when I got my first position. Moving through nursing programs, you see students go through. Sometimes they're successful, sometimes they change their majors. That's just the way college goes. But I had one young lady about 10 years ago that just really stands out to me to this day. She's from an eastern Kentucky county, family affected by substance abuse disorder, lost a parent to that, struggling to make her way, married young, right out of high school. I think she had graduated yet when she got married, had a small child. She entered the nursing program after years of taking courses along the way, trying to get to that point. Sadly, she had to repeat a semester, but that did not defeat her in the slightest. She told me that she would be back, she would see me the next semester, and she was going to make it and finish the program. She did that. She returned, joined the nursing student club that we had, which we also were part of the national organization. She was elected and held a seat as an officer. That year, through a lot of fundraising, the National Student Nursing Association had their conference in Salt Lake City, Utah. The students had raised enough money to send 3 from the junior year and 3 from the senior year, and this individual was one of those students. She didn't share with us until about a month before the trip. She had never left Kentucky, and she had only been to Lexington one time when she was much younger, and she couldn't remember that much about it. First airplane travel, everything. We went to the airport together. I stayed with her. She drops her suitcase off and she has her carry-on, and she felt so proud of everything because we had talked about what you can take, what you can't take. I wanted the students to all be counseled together. I didn't want anyone to be singled out, just for those that weren't that savvy traveler. We get up to TSA and get ready to start into the line, and I say, you don't have any liquids, no large, nothing. She opens her bag up and pulls out 2 24-ounce shampoo bottles. I went, oh, okay, no, we can't do that. So of course they made her, so that's how the trip starts. She's having to throw things there in the disposal. And I'm like, oh no, bless her. But she stayed strong. She said, I'm so sorry, I misunderstood that. I said, no worries. So we get to the conference, everything is going wonderful. But the food at some of these, when they're right there at the conference setting, they had kiosks, and it was a little pricey. And the students had a certain amount that they had for spending, anything over, they had to have had their own funds to do. So across the street was a food court with McDonald's and Wendy's and some lesser expensive places. So her and another student said, hey, do you want to walk over with us? I said, of course, because I wanted to kind of make sure that there was somebody keeping an eye on the different groups. We got over to that location. It was a remodeled warehouse. And you had to ride an escalator to get to the second floor. And I didn't see an elevator. I'm sure there was one. The other young lady jumps on the escalator and takes off. And this student grabs my arm and she goes, "Please don't make fun of me, but I have no idea how to get on this or use it." And I said, "I will never make fun of you. Let's do this together." So we locked arms. I told her about the timing, watch it for a little bit, and we jumped on the escalator together. We did a sightseeing tour the next day. Went to a very tall location in Salt Lake City where you could really get an amazing view. It was actually a hospital that let this tour company come through. She stood there and cried. And she said that she knows the Lord's work is amazing, but she had never seen something so beautiful with her own eyes. That trip concluded very successfully. She felt very accomplished traveler by the time she took the return back from Salt Lake, changed planes, and made it safely home. The moral of the story is about showing that perseverance and resilience. The wonderful thing is to watch her subsequently and how it has changed her life. That young lady that had never left Kentucky, had not flown, now goes on vacations with her family because her financial situation changed so drastically. She does beach trips with some of her friends that she still keeps up with from the nursing program. And every time I see things shared on social media with her, I go back to that life-changing impact that education has. It starts from grade school, P-12 situation into higher education. To all the educators being recognized tonight, know that your work ripples out into the world in ways you may not always see. You are changing lives, opening doors, and planting seeds of hope, which are the foundation upon which future generations will build. As we celebrate your achievement, let us also remember that that work is ongoing. The challenges facing our education system are real, but so too is the power of educators like you to overcome them. I'm proud to be part of this community of teachers who continue to push the boundaries and fight for the future of our students. Thank you for your dedication, your passion, and your unwavering commitment to the students and the communities you serve. Congratulations to all of today's honorees. Your work matters, and it will continue to inspire us all for generations to come. Thank you.
Okay, it's time to begin the induction ceremony. My colleagues in the Patton College of Education will introduce each of the inductees. After each introduction, Dr. Greer will present the award, after which each of our inductees will be given a chance to speak if they wish to do so.
Good evening. Our first inductee is Ashley Adams. Ashley Adams, class of 2003, graduated from Pike College with a degree in secondary education, and she earned a master's degree in counseling from Morehead State University. She began her career at Betsy Lane High School, where she chaired the mathematics department. Since 2010, she's taught at Pikeville High School and currently teaches AP Statistics, AP Calculus, Algebra 2, and Trigonometry. She also serves as a chairperson of the mathematics department there and a vice chairperson of the school-based decision-making council. Beyond teaching, she's active in statewide education efforts, including the Committee for Mathematics Achievement and various leadership roles in Kentucky's education system. She sponsors the Pikeville Interact Club, leading community service projects such as blanket drives for nursing homes and assistance to the homeless. Her accomplishments include being a finalist for the 2020 Valvoline Kentucky Teacher of the Year and being named the 2024 Appalachian News Express Best in the Valley's Best School Teacher. She and her husband Brandon have 2 children, Kelsey and Cole. Miss Ashley Adams.
Yes, teaching is hard. My family knows this well. My husband and children are the backbone of my success, and their support and sacrifices have been invaluable. And teaching will present challenges, but with each obstacle comes an exponential amount of blessings. And I can go on for hours about all of those blessings that I've experienced in my career, but I'm going to wrap up here. So thank you, University of Pikeville, for providing me with the education that allows me to live out the dreams of that little girl who once taught her dolls in her bedroom. Thank you.
Now it's an honor to introduce the next inductee, Melissa Davis. Melissa Davis, class of 2018, is the principal of Fallon Elementary School in Johnson County School District, where she served in an administrative capacity for nearly 7 years. Prior to this role, she spent 18 years teaching 8th grade mathematics at Johnson County Middle School, where she also coached girls basketball for nearly a decade. Her career has been marked by a strong commitment to both academics and athletics, fostering leadership among students. In addition to her professional role, Davis is actively involved in several organizations, including Kentucky Education Association, Kentucky Association of School Administrators, and the Kentucky Kernel Program. She is also deeply committed to community service, supporting initiatives to aid students, the homeless, and other vulnerable populations. Davis has been recognized with multiple awards, including induction into the Johnson Central High School Hall of Fame. She is married to W. Davis, the pastor of Eastside Free Will Baptist Church in Falmouth, Kentucky, where they served in ministry together for more than 19 years. They have 2 children, Jules and Trey. The family recently welcomed a golden retriever named Tilly.
Hello there. I did not prepare a speech, so to say, so what she said earlier will say ditto for me. I do have a few people who I would like to thank who are here today. Also, thank you to you, Mike, for having this ceremony. You know, in today's society, it isn't, education isn't necessarily as respected as it once was. So thank you for continuing trying to build educators up. Today I have with me my mom, who, first of all, I am a first-generation college graduate, so thank you to my mom. Can you wave, Mom, so they see you? So she was just a huge part of making sure that I had a college education. She worked hard, she saved money, she made sure that I went to college. I would say along my junior year of college, I called her and said, Mom, I'm thinking maybe I should go into education. And she said, no, I think you better think again. You're fine, you're going to finish up. So, you know, of course, I stayed the course, and I want to speak to anybody who is sitting here that is involved in the education program. Even though this is my 25th year that I'm finishing, I would do it all again. It is so worth it. You're going to have hard days, but man, what an impact you can have at all ages. You're going to impact your kids, you're going to impact your colleagues. It's just an amazing journey, and so I will not change that. To my husband who's here, he inherited all of my college debt, so thank you. I did not have a job when we got married, so he got to start paying those student loans off, so thank you for that. He's outstanding. Of course, we have been in the ministry for 19 years together, and so I give God all the glory in that situation. He has truly brought us through many things. And I have a couple of colleagues that are sitting here with me tonight. My assistant principal, Mr. Keith Packard, and his wife, Lindsay, who are actually former students of mine, so that turned into colleagues. So that's how I know what it says, but I graduated in 2018 from UPAC. That was with my rank. So I'm finishing up 25 years. Mr. Patrick, thank you for nominating me for such a prestigious award. Thank you, UPAC, for having this. I just feel, I feel like I'm really something tonight. So thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Welcome here again. It's my honor to introduce Ms. Jennifer Ellis. Many times you get to go out to see classrooms and you can see that excitement and passion, and I see that throughout a lot of these. Ms. Jennifer Ellis, class of 81, is a Poplar College graduate, specializing in mathematics for grades 4 through 8. She currently teaches 8th grade math at Beverly Middle School, where she's been shaping young minds since 2009. Prior to this, she taught at Runyon Elementary School from 2002 to 2008. Ellis holds a bachelor's degree in psychology and mathematics, and Master of Arts in teaching from Morehead State University, and additional teaching from Morehead State University, and additional certification to be in school administration and instructional leadership from Belmar University. She also earned her P-4 teacher certification from the University of the Cumberlands. Beyond her professional work, Ellis is deeply involved in her community. She is an active member of McAndrews Church of Christ, where she serves as a primary Sunday school teacher. She is also affiliated with the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics. Reflecting her dedication to her profession, she and her husband, Lee, enjoy family time with sons Andrew and Christopher and daughter-in-law, Carrie. This time is Jennifer Ellis.
I would like to thank the university for honoring teachers. I've often said teaching is a labor of love. My dad always told me I would be a good math teacher, so I began college with the intent of majoring in education, but I have changed of plans. You see, I was a quiet student who preferred the back seat, and the thought of me presenting in front of the classroom was terrifying to me. So, I began working at night. I graduated, of course, with psychology and math double major. And it was there I found my teacher voice, met my husband, and became the mother of 2 wonderful sons. Sometimes in our lives we end up at the same place, but our journeys are vastly different. Some of us take detours only to realize they were necessary to get us to be where we needed to be in the end. I believe God directed my path as He promised in the book of Proverbs. So many teachers impacted my life. First, my mother taught me Sunday school, and she understood better than anyone the importance of active engagement and learning. Several math teachers, Mrs. Joette Mayer, Mr. David Lester, and Mr. Robert Canties, made lasting impressions on me. My sisters and niece are some of the most conscientious, dedicated educators I know. They are a source of strength and inspiration to me. I would like to thank my sons and husband for patiently waiting for me during meetings, lesson planning, and shopping at teacher stores. It's my weakness. Speaking of teacher stores, I want to thank my wonderful husband who always ensured I had needed supplies for my classroom. Finally, I want to mention my current and former students. You inspire me every day to be the best teacher I can possibly become. Yes, become. I'm always learning and growing as a teacher, and I'm truly blessed to be called a teacher. Thank you.
on integrating technology into the classroom. Fleming's teaching journey began at middle school, where she taught 6th and 7th grade science for 15 years. She later served as a year-up academic interventionalist at East Ridge High School, where she provided targeted math interventions to help students excel academically. In 2024, she joined Pikeville High School as a math teacher, continuing her passion for making a difference in students' lives. In addition to her teaching roles, Fleming has contributed to school leadership as a site-based council member, leadership team participant, and teacher leader. She has also been recognized for outstanding contributions to education, receiving the prestigious Redford Cameron Excellence in Teaching Award in 2005. Fleming is deeply involved in her community, actively volunteering with the 4-H Adult Council since 2016, where she served as treasurer and continues to participate in summer camps. She shares her life with fellow educator and husband and my colleague, UPike Associate Professor of Education, Johnny Fleming. Let us congratulate Candace Fleming.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. Standing here today, I feel with excitement and appreciation. I've walked through this lobby many times and seen those signs up there and thought, it'd be nice to have my name. Now I have the opportunity. First, I want to thank my family and friends. Your support has been the foundation of my journey. Whether through late night discussions, encouraging words, or just being there, I couldn't have done this without you. I'd also like to express my deepest appreciation to my students, past, present, and future. You are the heart of everything I do as an educator. Your curiosity, creativity, and resilience inspire me every day. Every question you ask and every challenge you face motivates me to be a better teacher. Thank you to the University of Pikeville for this recognition. I promise to continue striving for excellence in education, not just for myself, but all of my students. Thank you.
Our next inductee is David Gibson. David is a dedicated educator and administrator with an extensive career in Kentucky school systems. He earned his bachelor's degree in social science from Morehead State University, followed by a master's degree in instructional leadership. He began his career as a social studies teacher and coach in McAuliffe County, roles that he holds closest to his heart. During his career, he's held numerous leadership positions, including Director of Personnel, Director of Student Services, and Safe Schools Coordinator in McAuliffe County Schools, where he was instrumental in improving student attendance and overseeing rebuilding efforts after the devastation of the 2012 tornado. Gibson became the first superintendent in Kentucky to be hired for a state-managed school system when he took over leadership of Breathitt County Schools in 2015, helping the district regain stability after a period of turmoil. Most recently, he served as superintendent of Paintsville Independent Schools, where his leadership saw significant academic and athletic improvements, as well as the creation of a K-12 economic development and entrepreneurial center. Under his guidance, Paintsville schools excelled, earning national recognition and raising millions for new initiatives. Despite his professional success, Gibson considers his most important role to be that of husband and father to his wife of 26 years, Anna Grace, and their two sons, Ryan and Brent.
Opening up the mic to the superintendent is a major strength, so I wrote down some notes. Good evening, everyone, board members, faculty, staff, and Constitution. Good evening, friends, family, colleagues. As I stand here today, I feel with mixed emotions, excited to be surrounded by so many talented people that I'm afraid I'm going to bring the level down a little bit, so I apologize for that. But mainly, I'm here with Lee. You know that I survived 27 years in this career with my sanity. What a trip from Swampton, Kentucky to this moment. Wow. A lot of my pals this time of year will be expecting to set roadblocks on the train tracks in their highway. I'm standing up here. I vividly remember my first day as superintendent. I strutted in my instant command, my big green and shiny new briefcase. I only realized real quick I had no idea what I was doing. It was like walking into a talent show with no talent. Thankfully, with the support of an amazing community and a few wise mentors, who I'm pretty sure just felt sorry for, I slowly found a way. Being a successful leader, especially in this role, depends on many factors. But one thing stands out to me that I think means more than anything is a statement from my wife in my first year in Breathitt. She said, "Be who you are, and everything else will take care of itself." She actually said that on the way up here tonight. She didn't know I had that in the speech. Fortunately, she still likes who I am because she is still here, and I'm pretty sure I can change this one. Over the years, my team at Breathitt and still facing many challenges, dealing with tragedies, state management. Let's not forget the infamous baseball fence that caught fire. Yes, that really happened. The baseball fence caught fire, and we're still trying to figure out why. But through it all, we came together as a team, proving that nothing is too big to tackle when you have a dedicated team. From improving test scores and launching initiatives that transformed our classrooms, I'm immensely proud of what we achieved. We just build schools. We just build communities. We just build adults. We build a place where students feel safe, where faculty feels treasured and valued. And occasionally they feel confused because the superintendent's silly jokes. I'll never forget the joy of seeing our students excel, whether in academics or athletics or the arts. Watching them grow has been one of the greatest rewards of my career. Let's not overlook those unforgettable school events like state championships, blue ribbon schools, top ACT rankings, and that incredible moment at the Christmas concert where a young man who was driving us all crazy stood up and opened his voice and an angel sound came out. I'm still shocked about that. I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of such a distinguished group. But it was without my staff, who, by the way, one of us being honored here tonight. Running a school is like 1,000 miracles every day. From getting up, to getting on the bus, to getting clothes, to getting to school, to getting off the bus, to getting to the breakfast table, to getting to the classroom, to remembering your pencil and paper. Don't forget, how can we allow kids to forget pencil and paper? But all those miracles happen every single day in the school system. And we take that for granted. To me, it's one of the greatest things that we do as a society. Now, for heartfelt part, I'll try not to cry. To all my teachers, kids, community members, board members, thank you for making the last decade of service truly remarkable. Seth, teachers like you is what made me get up every morning. To my incredible secretaries, Robin Fairchild, that paint still, and Stacey McKnight, you kept me sane, and I'm pretty sure I will be a lifetime of counseling shows. To my friends who listen to my crazy stories, John W. Miller, Tommy Poe, Morris Copland, Will Noble, Philip Watson, George Law. All of those stories are true. I've got the receipts. To my admin teams in Breathitt and Mansfield, we literally saw it all. Well, except for that alien invasion they say is going to happen here pretty soon. The Jim Hamm and Karen Spangler from KDE, my guardian angels. The Jamie Ward, and Tiffany Nelson. Thanks for being tough. Carla, not Carla McCartney. Thanks for being my friend and personal counselor. You deserve a vacation for putting up with me, but you do that every month, so I don't know what to do for you. To my family, my sister, Nikki, brother Eric, Dee Dee, and Uncle Dean, all of my aunts and uncles. Without that support, we can't do what we do. From our knowledge to our aunts and our grandparents, we educators can't function without support. To my dad Gardner and my mom Vicki, Mom, God was strength for you. To my son Ryan and Brett, Your excellence in life kept me striving for more. Even when it meant drinking the bed on the weekends and, hey boys, you got some hopes for this. And finally, to my incredible wife of 26 years. Thank you for allowing me to reach my dreams and letting me complain about it the whole time. You deserve a medal, or at least a nice dinner, just as I can. In closing, finally, thank you for allowing me to be recognized as such a distinguished group. This means the world to me. To all educators, keep pushing forward. It's the greatest profession and the most honorable profession in the world. We literally change lives every single day. I'm a product of that. The people behind me are a product of that. Some educators somewhere touch their lives. Remember, dream big. Keep pushing forward against all odds. Remember to laugh, because we never get out of this world alive. Thank you so much.
Now I'd like to introduce Stephanie Hammond. Stephanie Hammond's class of 1994 has devoted more than 30 years to the field of special education. A graduate of Pine Grove College, she began her journey after discovering her passion for helping students with dyslexia. She earned a degree in learning and behavior disorders and later pursued a master's degree from Morehead State University. In 2017, she became a National Board Certified Teacher as an Exceptional Needs Specialist, a certification she maintained in 2021. Currently, Hammond serves as a special education teacher and job course instructor at Painesville High School and Claudia Perkins Job Corps Center. She is an active member of the Kentucky Education Association and the Kentucky Educational Development Corporation Transition Cadre. In 2023, Hammond was named the Council of Exceptional Children Special Education Teacher of the Year. Beyond her professional accomplishments, she's deeply involved in her community. She actively participates in animal rescue efforts, serves as a vacation Bible school teacher, and is a member of the Stonecrest Starseed Flyers. She is also a committed member of her local church, where she plays a key role in various activities. She and her husband Sean have 2 children, Wayne and Kate.
Start by saying thank you to the University of Pikeville for considering me worthy of this recognition, and congratulate all this year's inductees, many of which I've had a chance to work with at the beginning of my career and even close to the end of my career. It's an honor to share the stage with each of you. I can assure you that if anyone had told high school me or even college me that I would be standing here today being inducted into the Distinguished Educators Hall of Fame, well, I would have definitely giggled. Yet today, here I stand, accepting an award for a career, or rather a calling, that has blessed me with more rewards than I could have ever dreamed imaginable. I got 18 after tutoring students with dyslexia that I would become a special education teacher. I know in this world of uncertainties, that I chose the correct career path for me. I pray that I've impacted the lives of each student that's here in my classroom as much as they've impacted mine. I consider a successful teaching career as one in which you have witnessed and celebrated the success of your students. During the pandemic, I asked my husband to take one of these little silly magazine quizzes with me. One of the questions was, what makes you proud of me? And he said, how you love your kids. Well, that's what I refer to my students as. So I would like to share this induction tonight with all my past and present students. Many people played a vital role in my story as an educator. I first want to thank my mom for rushing this first-generation college student to what was then Pikeville College. She had me registered when I decided last minute, I'm not leaving home. And to my forever best friend Stacy, who's not here, she's on media duty, thank you for making me find a career path and not accepting, I just don't think college is for me, excuse. Thank you to my husband Sean and my children Wayne and Katie for always being my biggest supporters in each of my academic endeavors. Obviously, I found out somewhere along the way that college was for me and become a lifelong learner. Wayne, thank you for letting me fall in love with education all over again. I love watching your passion and your enthusiasm for your students. And there's nobody I'd rather talk shop with. The field of special education is lucky to have you, and it's an honor to have you follow in my footsteps. And never doubt that you're making a difference. Katie, your empathy and compassion as a nurse brings me so much joy. Just so about you, Katie. I'm glad you chose to do you and take the path less traveled. Thank you for telling me when I went to my first meeting for my national boards to sit with people I didn't know, because that's how I would make friends, or sit with the person by themselves because they needed a friend. Your sweet soul and your kindness and your willingness to always share a seat at your table inspires me every day. Throughout my career, I've been privileged to work alongside some of the best educators in the business. These colleagues have turned into friends that are more like family to me. I thank each of you for sharing your knowledge with me and helping shape me into the educator I am today. If I'm a good teacher, it's because I've learned from the best. God has truly blessed me with the best family, school family, church family, and bridge club. Because of their support and encouragement, I'm able to go in every day and advocate for my students. Teaching is not an easy profession, but it's not a more rewarding profession. I'm grateful for this chapter of my life and my career, but I look forward to the ones that are coming. And I want to thank each of you, all the educators, for what you have done and will continue to do for our youth. Thank you.
Excuse me, we'll have a commercial break, and I want to plug for the Patton College of Education. The reason why is I want to thank Mr. Goucher, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Moon, Mrs. Davis, for letting us have our student teachers in the schools. What better to become future distinguished educators than to be with distinguished administrators. So thank you all. And also thank some of these distinguished educators, Ms. Moon back there, we've got Ms. Ellis, Ms. Kidd, who are distinguished educators that are allowing us to have student teachers in their classrooms. Again, what better way for future educators to learn from distinguished teachers. So thank you for letting me take a commercial break, and I will get back. Our next inductee in the 2024 Distinguished Educator Hall of Fame, Ms. Heather Nicole Kidd. She serves as a 4th grade math and science teacher at Memphis Elementary in Sydney, where she is actively involved in leadership roles, including the instructional leadership team and site-based council. She is also a math PLC facilitator and has mentored student teachers throughout her career. Before joining Memphis Elementary in 2016, he had taught 5th grade math and served as an elementary academics coach at Lowell School in Pikeville. Her early career began as a 5th grade math teacher or tutor at John Street School in Nita, where she also served as a Too Good for Drugs educator. She earned her rank 1 certification from the Kentucky Education Developmental Corporation and holds a Master of Arts in School Counseling and a Bachelor of Arts in Elementary Education from Morehead State University. She also has an Associate of Arts degree from KCTCS Big Sandy. In addition to her Kid is deeply committed to her community. She is an active member of her church, where she volunteers and works with youth, extending her passion for education beyond the classroom. Together, she and her husband Jason have 3 children, Kaylee, Jace, and Addie Lynn.
Good evening. I'm extremely blessed and honored to be here tonight and met so many amazing educators. As I reflect on my journey so far as an educator, I'm reminded of the countless teachers and mentors who have inspired me along the way. When I was in second grade, that is when my dream started to become a teacher. I had one particular teacher, Miss Linda Blackburn, who poured into me my love for learning, sending worksheets home so I could play teacher with my little cousins. Later, as I began my own teaching journey, I was faced with more amazing teachers that helped me for me and learn what it meant to be an effective teacher and build strong student relationships. Some of those very individuals reached names hang on the wall outside as distinguished educators. Each of us had been shaped by mentors who believed in us, challenged us, and ignited our passion for teaching. It is their commitment to excellence that has paved the way for our success and our students' success. Education is not just a job, it is a calling that requires flexibility, creativity, and belief in the potential of every student. We are tasked with not only teaching the content, but teaching the student, and fostering critical thinking, sparking curiosity, and instilling a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation for this incredible honor, and to my family, friends, and colleagues who have supported me along the way. Thank you for this incredible recognition and the opportunity to be part of such a remarkable community of educators.
Anna Shepard is a retired educator who served as the superintendent of Floyd County Schools until August the 1st, 2024. A native of McGoffin County, Shepard began her educational career after earning her associate's degree at Prestonsburg Community College. She obtained additional certifications from the University of Pikeville, Morehead State University, and the University of Kentucky. With over 32 years in education, Shepard's roles included primary school teacher, curriculum resource teacher, and the chief early childhood officer. Under her leadership, Floyd County Schools achieved a 5-star rating for all early childhood classrooms. She also led significant initiatives like the literacy learning and lunch program and the preschool bus on wheels. Her contributions have been recognized with awards such as Superintendent of the Year 2024 and the Kentucky School Board Association Speak Award in 2019. She was a member of the Governor's Early Childhood Advisory Council from 2011 to 2018 and has been active with the Kentucky Women in Education Leadership CEOs and the Floyd County Rotary Club. Shepard enjoys spending family time with her husband Carla Smith, daughter Vanessa, and son-in-law Cameron Goss. Please help us congratulate Anna Shepard.
Good evening. Thank you for that kind introduction. Thank you to UPIKE and distinguished educator community. It is an honor to be inducted along with this fine group of professionals on the stage this evening, as well as all those whose names are listed on the wall already here at UPIKE. Congratulations to each of you. My decision to be an educator 32 years ago began with me being a teen mom and choosing to be a stay-at-home mom with my daughter Vanessa until she entered kindergarten. I was inspired by all she was learning and doing through those first 5 years. The students I have had the privilege of serving have been the absolute favorite part of my 32-year education journey, as well as meeting the families and earning their trust and friendship. I am grateful for all the excellent coaches, mentors, and educators that I have had the privilege of working and growing with. I accept this award on behalf of each of them. I have worked with many of them in Floyd County schools and surrounding counties in this region and our Commonwealth. I am speaking of those distinguished educators who are not concerned about a title, but those who truly engage with students and families, empower them, and equip them so they can dream big for their futures and experience success in life. Those who are helping impact our region for the betterment of everyone. I often refer to these individuals as those who walk the talk. They put action to their words and beliefs. They inspire the next generation. Likely, everyone here is familiar with the Chinese proverb, "It takes a village to raise a child." I would like to suggest that it takes a village of supportive board members like Dr. Chandler Bailey, William Newsom Jr., and Linda Gearhart, friends and outstanding leaders and educators themselves like Kimberly Gray, Dr. Patricia Watson, Eunice Waddles, Janet Turner, Sadie and Kathy Conley, and Laura Cornett, community supporters like John and Jean Rosenberg, a 2024 Kentucky Association of School Administrators Administrative Assistant of the Year, Maggie Allen, and a loving and supporting family to raise me, now awarded this prestigious title as Distinguished Educator. No one can achieve success without the love and support of a village of individuals willing to invest their time, energy, and share their knowledge and expertise. I have had that support and certainly have been blessed by God throughout my life and through many endeavors. To my sisters Bernice Cole and Pete McGuire, who have been my sounding board and springboard for much of my work, my son-in-law Cameron Russell, my niece Tammy Lafferty, my daughter Vanessa, who has encouraged, inspired, assisted, been by my side, and involved in most aspects of my career, and been such a role model for me throughout the years. And my husband, Carlos Smith, to whom I'm so thankful for sharing this journey with me. Carlos saw the deep commitment I had to fulfill my various roles. In whatever way Carlos could support me, he did. For example, when I was superintendent, Carlos attended each school district trip, conference, evening, weekend events, packed my lunches, ironed my clothes, was my driver at conferences so I could work on the road, made fudge for my staff, and simply just did whatever it took to make life smooth and enjoyable as possible on each and every day of the week. I thank you, there is no one like you. To all my loving family, friends, and colleagues, I thank you, I love you, I am grateful for each of you, and I know I'm blessed.
Next inductee is Robert Simpson. Robert has been an educator at Walden's Elementary School since 1999. He began his journey in education as a math teacher and transitioned into his current role as assistant principal, continuing to serve the school with dedication and leadership. Simpson holds a bachelor's degree in education from Union College, a master's degree in educational administration, and he earned his rank 1 in supervision of instruction. Throughout his career, he's been an active member of the Kentucky Education Association and the Kentucky Association of School Administrators. In addition to his educational work, Simpson has been deeply involved in community service. He served on the Harlan County Rescue Squad for 17 years and coached both football and basketball. His commitment to student safety and well-being is evident through his participation in Walden's Elementary's threat assessment and trauma-informed teams, as well as his role on the site-based decision-making council. Simpson resides in Kentucky with his wife April and their 2 sons, Evan and Ethan. Robert couldn't be with us this evening.